Hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, I am excited to be here with you today, and I am happy to be able to be out here on this mild evening on my deck. And my name is Catherine, and I am here um, in the Northeast, Zone 6 in the Boston area. And my garden is a very beautiful place to be in as far as I'm concerned. It is an urban English style cottage garden. I do love the naturalistic style and way of gardening. I'm a big fan of Penelope Hobhouse and Gertrude Jekyll, and a lot of the English style with the naturalistic garden, allowing nature to help design the garden, and that I just go around and edit it, but I allow nature to do its thing. So I do enjoy gardening. I love the four seasons. And right now, here in the New England area, we are in the beginnings of experiencing autumn, where the leaves will be changing color, and soon they will be falling, and we'll be raking leaves and doing all of that, and also gathering our harvest. I love my garden because I grow flowers, but along with growing flowers, I grow produce as well. And just wanted to share some of that with you. So every evening, every Wednesday when I come and I meet with you all in with these lives, the live growing together sessions, which we hold every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. I'm a little early. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we come together, and I have been sharing with you all my flowers from my garden, and I have been making cut floral arrangements here for you so that we can enjoy the last of the garden bounty and this floral bounty. And this has been such a wonderful journey for me, because we started off by creating our garden journal, and it is called A Garden to Call My Own, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2022. And at the beginning of the season, actually in January, we started thinking about our garden and what we wanted to grow in our garden. And we said that we wanted to create a cut flower garden. And that is exactly what we did. We just started adding different flowers and things. It's been very beautiful. I enjoy the process. And I went into my garden looking for flowers that I can put together an arrangement. And in the process, I noticed that I had some roses blooming. Yes, so I said, let me cut those roses and create a bouquet or a floral arrangement with the last of the roses. And this rose is called Mother of Pearl rose. Mother of Pearl. I got it from Lowe's, and it's second year in, and it has been so prolific, so beautiful. It's a flora blenda, and it has beautiful flowers. And then I have also had zinnias and these little wild aster-like plants, and the verbena, veneriensia, and also marigolds. So it's been really nice here. Hello to those who have joined me. Is that Sonia? How are you, Sonia? Who else is with me? Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Sonia. How are you all today? It is good to be here with you all today. I'm so glad that you came to join me. Um, so I was just admiring the flowers and this bouquet. You know, I love roses, so I decided to pick these roses because the temperature is shifting and changing, and it's getting colder as the season changes. So I said, let me enjoy these roses along with the other flowers that are here. And I'm doing well. What a beautiful bouquet. I think that this one is beautiful too. I really love it. Well, you know I love the roses. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? And then in this bouquet, you get to see a lot of the different stages, right? That stage there where it's tight, and then the next one, and then finally as it is opened up. I just think it's so beautiful. I'm really am pleased with this this bouquet. But then also I have been, yes, the roses are large. That's why I love this brand. It's Bloomables by Lowe's, and it's this is mother of pearl, and the blooms are so big. It's just beautiful, and it has been so good over the whole season. It bloomed really well in June, and um, and then it has been blooming off and on throughout, and it's just a beautiful thing. Hello, Beverly. How are you? Good evening, Miss Catherine. Yes, good evening to you. Gardens are me. So good to have you with us. And yes, I have Sonia, and I also have Deborah with me as well. So, Bev, I got my girls with me. We're all together. It's so nice. Ooh. Anyway, I've also been harvesting my peppers. Look at that. Isn't that a good sized pepper? Mm-hmm. And they have, at first, earlier in the season, I was wondering if I was going to get any peppers at all. And then now the peppers have decided that they want to grow. And look at the size of my peppers. Yes, I am so pleased with them. Look at them. They're nice and fat and beautiful. They're a nice, good size. You can see that, right? They're a very nice, good size. And yes. Now this pepper doesn't have as much flavor as the green peppers, I don't think. I think these green peppers are better, have a better flavor. But these peppers here have been much more prolific. They have been they have been growing all throughout the season, which is really good. And I know that they do turn red. If you know, they can turn this red color here. Um, and but I tend to pick it early or more of the green. The reason why is because I don't want to lose them to the bugs. Yeah, because sometimes the little worms just get into them. So I've been picking them this color and this size so I don't lose them. But it has been nice, and I've been saving them. So what I've done is freeze them. You know, I've been cooking with them, of course, making my stews and so forth. But I also have been bagging them up and putting them in the freezer so that I'll have them for the winter months. So I've been harvesting my peppers, yeah, dicing them up too, and getting them in position. The light green one would be nice and salad. Yes, yeah, it does. It does have a flavor, Sonia. So it is nice in this in the salad to have it green. Um, but yeah, so it's a lot. You know, we've been eating that, and then of course with the squashes. Last time I showed you all of the different squash that I have, and that has been great. So it has been nice, 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 nice. The weather, it starts off cool in the morning, in the mornings. It has started off cool in the mornings. Hi, Gloria. Gloria, how are you? It starts off cool in the mornings, but then when the sun comes out, it is beautiful. It's nice. It's like in the 70s. And then now, as the time is, it's getting darker earlier. Isn't that something? Yes, usually at this time it's much more brighter and so forth, but we know that the season is changing. And look it, I was just going to come out with my little light cover, but then I decided to get this more heavier um, cover so that I can stay warm because I've started to feel the little chill. Oh, okay, no problem, Gloria. Gloria, that's all right. You can listen. So good to have you. Glad to know that you're listening there and that you're with us. Yeah. So I am getting ready, growing on Vancouver Island. How are you? Your peppers harvest is awesome. I had my first successful pepper harvest this season, and I was surprised how flavorful the bell peppers were compared to the grocery store. Yes, yes, you are so right. The bell peppers, your own peppers, obviously taste just so better. And even when you cut them first, you could smell the freshness. And they don't last, our peppers. You have to use them quickly because they spoil much faster because they are, to me, because they are fresh, real living food. And so you have to eat them or store them and prepare them. But the smell, when I cut the peppers, even if I cut it now, the smell, you can smell and you can taste it. And you can taste the crunchiness, you can taste it. It's really, really a wonderful thing. So growing on Vancouver Island. Yes, so nice to have you with us here. And I'm glad that the veggies, the peppers are doing well for you. That's nice. And so we are going through these changes. And could you believe it? That September is almost over. Saturday is going to be no pesticides or chemicals in them. That's the truth. Yes, Sonia, no pesticides or chemicals in them. It's right from my own earth, and it's the compost. We use a lot of leaf mulch during the winter. We have a lot of oak trees, so we have a lot of leaf mulch, and we use that. My own my own compost, and I really don't use a lot of fertilizer, at all. Rare. It's very rare. I did try to use garden tone, but then I keep forgetting to put it down, or I do it early in the year. I put some maybe earlier in the year. When I am when I am using my seedlings and so forth in the beginning, I do mix compost, potting soil, and maybe a little bit of the garden tone, you know. But that's it. My plants really don't get a lot of extra additional fertilizer. I use fish emulsion. Yeah, that's even better. That's even better. Um, I'm really a believer of good soil. I believe good soil brings forth good produce. And yeah, so what was I saying? I was saying something also about, anyway, I'll keep going. There's a point that I was going to make. I forget what it was. Um, but anyway, I just know that we are now in a new season. Right? Oh yeah, that's what it was. I like seaweed extract fertilizer. Leaf mulch is awesome too, and homemade compost. Growing on Vancouver said that like seaweed extract fertilizer. Wow, and leaf mulch, yes, and homemade compost. Yeah, yeah, all of that is good, and especially now too when the fall leaves fall. to think about that. Be prepared to put your leaves in a certain place so that they can decompose and you can get ready for that. So you'll have them for next year. I grew my sweet potatoes in leaves and my homemade compost. Yes. Excellent, Deborah. Excellent. Deborah has been sharing her peppers. I just remembered that. Yeah, Deborah has been sharing her peppers. She sent me um, some pictures of her peppers, and I did share it with the membership. Those who are with the community membership, I shared her pictures with them. But I'm going to share her pictures also with the rest of the community so that you all can see Deborah's hard work, how she has been putting together. She's been gathering together her peppers as well. Yes, Deborah, I just remembered that. That's what I wanted to say. And so thank you for sharing your pictures. Monica, hi, how are you? Yay, nice to have you, Monica. So if you have pictures that you want to share with the rest of the group, send it to me and we will share your photos. Remember to go to the website, Catherine's Garden Home website, and you can find that in the description. It should be in the description, the website, or you can go to the channel banner page and just click website, and there you can contact me and send me pictures of your gardens. Yay! Good morning. Good morning. Good evening, everybody. I must be tired. Oh Lordy. Yes. Don't hurt the harvest. Say, hey, Catherine, Catherine's Garden, everyone. How are you? Vintage Gardener, hey, Brooke. How you doing? Nice to have you. Peace, Yummy. Yummy, how are you, Monica? Hi, everybody. Yes, let's clap. Give yourselves a hand. You made it. Yay! Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yay! So good to have you all come on. It makes me happy. Woo! It's Wednesday, people. It's Wednesday. Yes, and we're all together on this Wednesday. Could you believe it? Today is the last Wednesday of the month of September. Yes, in the next couple of days, Saturday, that's what I wanted to say also. October 1st is on Saturday. Isn't that amazing? Wow, this fall, this time is just moving. September is just about over in 3 days. And so I am glad that you've come to join me, that we can celebrate this September, this month that just seemed to have galloped and flew by. Yes, Sonia, flew. Yes, it took its wings and it has flown. Yes, almost. We have a few more days. So let's celebrate. I say, I'm glad that you all came and visited me throughout September. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you so much for being a part of this garden community, that you are special to me and that I want the best for all of us. I hope that you have had a great season and that you are harvesting everything, like harvesting your flowers. And for those of you who just come on, I created this bouquet. My mother of pearl flower, a rose, has just set off a couple of blooms. And this is a floribunda. So it's like, it has like a bouquet of flowers. Like it's just one stem. And on that one stem, I have 6 flowers on six roses growing on that one stem. And so I just cut that branch, that stem, and I just put it together and then put a lot of fillers all around. And I have really enjoyed this rose. It's a simple rose that I got from Lowe's last year called the bloomable roses. And I have to say that it was a wonderful investment in my garden because this rose has been blooming throughout the whole season, and it is one of the best roses ever. Yes, and I also got the Pinkabell, and I also got the Yellow Moonlight, and I just put them in this year, and they are really taking off too. So next year, I'm looking forward to that whole section, that section of my garden where this rose bush is going to be filled with roses, especially in June. I am excited about that, but it is beautiful. Yes, I just have one watermelon left in the garden. Yes. Oh, you have watermelons. Good for you. I tried to plant watermelons this year and to no avail. Mm-mm, not even one. It didn't even grow. The plant just stayed puny. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, so continue to harvest. And if you want to share your different plants and things like that with the rest of the group, then take a picture of it and go to the website, Catherine's Garden Home LWS, and then go to the contact me and send it to me, email it to me, and we will share it in the on the community page with others as well. And I need to go. I need to go to the website and update it. I wanted to get there and update the website, but there's a lot of good information there too as well, and to continue and grow the website. So thank you because you all are inspiring me to push myself and to expand my horizons here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I have been going on my Instagram page. I did do an Instagram for Catherine's Garden and Home, but I haven't really put a lot of pictures on that one. But on my other one, my other channel, I have been putting a lot of my pictures, garden pictures with that. Some of you have discovered me on Instagram. So it's nice to have you there with me. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to you all about preparing for um, this change in the weather. As I was saying, the weather is getting much more cooler in the evening. And Brooke, you kind of inspired me. If you haven't watched Brooke's channel, she spoke of electrical storm that had hit her pole, and what she needed to do to handle that, and also with the hurricane that is happening in Florida, and we know that the tornadoes and other weather channels are happening. Weebly.com. Yes, thank you, Sonia. Cool. Yes, yes, yes. So I wanted to talk about that. And then I know that most of us are 50 and over. And at least I'm over 50. I'm 50, over 50. I'm preparing for changing seasons and winter emergencies. And so I don't know if you get AARP, but I get AARP, and when I was looking it up, it spoke about that. I saw this article from AARP, which I think is good for all of us so that we can start to get prepared. Then also, we know of the fact that there are other shortages and emergencies that can happen, food shortages, water shortages, because we experienced the drought. Now there are weather with the hurricane and tornadoes and all of these things that can happen, that it is important to prepare. So preparing for the changing season and winter emergencies, and how to prepare for winter and weather emergencies. And have any of you started any preparation? Are any of you in those areas where weather emergency has, affected you, that you're like experiencing storms or anything like that? And in the chat, just tell me if you feel that you're ready for it or not, or have you begun starting to prepare for the cool winter months ahead, which, we have snowstorms here in the New England area. Why is this not working? I'm trying to use my. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Anyway, I have here. You're ready? That's good, Yami. You're ready? That's good. That's good. So, how to prepare for weather emergencies? I have written down some things here. It says, have a plan in place. So, number one, to be intentional and have a plan in place. Start to think about it. What do you need to have? And when I went on the AARP, how older adults should prepare for hurricanes, wildfires, and other emergencies. I found this article, and it is really, really good. Don't hurt the harvesters. I try to have a few things. This is a great article. And then, if you look at it further down, they offer in the article some. Here it says down at the bottom here, it says AARP Great and Good Program offers a do-it-yourself project to help prepare for hurricanes. The guide for individuals is here. And it's not just for hurricanes. I think that it's good to do. Um, I downloaded it. Let's see if it's coming on. But the thing is that it's good to do to have that, because this is what it looks like. And this might be helpful. Go and download this. Oh, wow. It looks like this, okay? And here it gives you could just read through it and start to gather, just like how you're gathering things from your harvest. Start to gather stuff so that you're prepared. You don't have to do it all at once, but start to gather. And I really like this, operating hurricane prepared. It says tips, tools, and resources for individuals. Create the good AARP, tips, tools, and resources for individuals. And some of the things it says here, including this kit, help others prepare for a hurricane, basic hurricane supply kit checklist, evacuation plan checklist, basic tips for hurricane planning, getting back on track after a hurricane or disaster, and vital document checklist. And it gives you different checklists. A checklist. It says help others prepare. Create the good. The good encourages you to make these suggested advanced preparations and to share these tools with family, close friends, and neighbors. So let's get started. Choose 3 friends and neighbors you plan to assist. Of course, you can help as many as you like, but 3 is a great starting point. So I'm helping all of you and myself get prepared for the times ahead. So you may not live in Florida, you may not live in tornado alley or whatever, but to start to plan and think about when a storm comes, and it doesn't even have to be a storm. What if there's a blackout in your area? Are you prepared for that? Do you have extra food and things that you need? What about a rainstorm? You remember what happened in Texas, how they had a blackout for days, and a lot of people didn't prepare. They were in the cold. Hi, Brianna, 1009. Hey, Sonia. How are you? Brenna, Brenna. I think I pronounced your name wrong. Brenna, how are you? Yeah, and it's not just for 50 and over, it's for all of us. You young people also need to be ready too. All of my 30, 20, and 30 and 40-year-olds, you all got to be ready as well for times that are ahead so that you're not caught off guard. Yeah, and so then some of the activities, basic hurricane supply kit checklist. In the event of a hurricane, be prepared and gather few basic supplies. And the other thing they were talking about, the evacuation plan checklist. So if you have to leave, you got it. Brianna, all good here, getting chilly. Okay. Vital document checklist. That's another thing. And if you need a vital to have your documents together, like your birth certificate or your I stay ready. That's good, Sonia. Or your passport, you know where it is, and all of that, to have your important documents in a safe place so you can grab it and go. So, like the basic hurricane supply kits, like water, 1 gallon per person per day, food, canned and dried goods, high calorie food bars, personal first aid kit, battery powered flashlight, battery powered radio, personal medication record, prescriptions, extra hygiene items like toothbrush, hand sanitizer, extra clothing, blankets, rain poncho, 12-hour light sticks, whistle, face mask, and your evacuation plans, all of these other things. Grab and go checklist. So you may need your driver's license, your personal identification, basic supplies that you can put in your car, prescription medications, glasses or contact lenses, maps, and the thing is, we're so used to our GPS that an idea of a paper map, when those old time, used to have maps, and you could get them from your AAA, the road maps, and so forth. Car keys and keys to place you are going. Cash, yes, putting aside some cash for rainy days and other essentials. Yeah, basic tips and ahead of time, just before and during a hurricane. I like that. Getting back on track. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. I know that some of you are like our people, our friends in Florida. They're preparing, and if you're, you know how the hurricane season comes, and you go up. The hurricane usually travels up the East Coast, yeah, and then also when we come into snowstorms and stuff. So just as a reminder to get yourself ready, just in case, And so I was thinking about that for myself because I have supplies, but then I said I need to go back and make sure that the batteries are functioning. I know where they are, that I have the first aid kits, that I have make sure that my first aid kit is in the cars, that I have enough water and flashlights and batteries, and I have been filling up my gas tanks. That's another thing. From now on, try and fill up your gas tank. Don't don't just allow your gas tanks to go down to E, but rather every time you can, even if it's putting $10 in or $5 in, just trying to keep your gas tank on full. Just that alone is a good thing, so that if you have to get away, you have to move, you have to evacuate, that you're not going to be stuck at the gas station trying to fill your tank with gas. So it's better to be proactive than to be reactive, and also shelter locations. Well, to find out what shelter locations are nearby so that if you have to evacuate, you can know where to go. And your medical needs, just picking up extra cough medicine, extra other aspirin, and whatever it is. Yes, don't go below half a tank of gas. Yes, yes, all of those little things. And then the other thing that was saying were to buy ice. To buy ice. I never thought about buying ice, but yeah, having an ice cooler, and if you know in advance that a storm is coming, and instead of waiting for the last moment when everyone else is rushing the supermarket, to save a little bit of money aside for for that emergency, so you can make that emergency run like 2 or 3 or 4 days ahead, 4 or 5 days ahead, because you know the storm is coming. So prepare for the storm. And of course, stocking up for food. We are already gardeners, so we have our fresh veggies. We've been planting food. We've been stocking our food. But there was like a sale recently on pasta at my grocery store where you can get 4 boxes for $5. And I said, well, I'm going to stock up. Yes, that's good, Vav. Nothing below. That's good. I said, I'm going to stock up on pasta. So I bought myself 10 boxes of pasta and I put it aside because that's an easy meal, that I can make. Um, Portable cell phone and chargers, making sure that you have your chargers. Everything is charged if you have batteries. Those that's those emergency batteries and so forth, that they're charged and ready to go. Having that ready. And of course, I mentioned the documents. So let me just read to you a quick list that I wrote down. I wrote a list of things, and then you all can share with me what you think. All right? How to prepare for weather emergencies. That was the title. And I have a plan in place. Have a plan in place. If you're 50 or older, make sure that you are not caught off guard. What's up, soul brothers and soul sisters, popping in to show some love, preparing for hurricane. Ian, please be safe off. You're in storm's path. That's what we're talking about, Cherie. Cherie, that's what we're talking about. Being prepared. Yes. And there you are, preparing for this hurricane. Yes. So that's what I decided to talk about. So good to have you. Pull cash out and stash it for emergencies. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, exactly. And I would say not to wait for the last moment, but know that the storm travels and it may travel up. And even if you don't necessarily have a storm coming your way right now, a tornado or a firestorm or whatever, it is inevitable that storms happen and that we need to be prepared. Even just to start thinking about it. Yes, getting all pots and moving pieces out of yards, storing them in the garage. Yes, now thank you. Yes, so I was thinking of what to have in the house, but now thank you for shifting the conversation. Yes, how do you prepare for for storms and hurricanes and things like that in the garden? And that is really good. If you have pots, I think what Sheree has said is wonderful. If you have pots and things out, or things that can easily be lifted up by the winds, to put them away, to any debris that you may have, to make sure that your area is cleared so that you don't have flying objects in your garden and in your yard. Anything else? Any other suggestions? Come on, that was good. That was good. That was good. Come on, help me, help me, help me. How do we prepare our gardens for stormy times? Come on, help me, help me, help me. Yay. I think this is really good because it's good for us to think about this, because now you'd be aware. You know, sometimes it's not that it's not you don't want to do anything, but you didn't think about that. Ignorance. We're not aware of patio sets, dumpsters. All need to be secure. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Anything else? Yes, that's true, especially if you have those kind of storms. You want to make sure that those things are secure. Yeah, and if you have pets, now I don't have any pets, but also think about your pets. Like if you have animals that need to be fed, that you have enough food for your pets, your dogs and your cats, and whatever other creatures that you have, that you are prepared to care for them during those times. Yeah, during the storms, and then also connecting with, if you have older relatives that are around that you are responsible for, that you that you go and check out. We will fill tubs and sinks with water tomorrow. Charging phones, battery pack, and bags packed just in case. Yes, 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 yeah. And so you're doing that in advance so that when it does, if anything, you're prepared. And it's okay to be prepared in advance because then you are more in control. You have more control over your situation rather than just leaving it up and then finding yourself with the crowd or those that didn't prepare, but you are prepared. Yes, so have a plan in place, number one, and just start to think about, well, what is most important to me? And then if for us who we're in the north, and the winter time is coming. If you have oil, to start thinking about setting up your furnace. So if you have a furnace, to get it cleaned, to make sure you have oil in your oil tank. Um, if however you heat your home, if you need wood, if you use a wood stove, that you have your wood and gathered and all of these things. I have food stocked up, canning, dehydrated, freeze, drying, yes, all of that, because nowadays too, look at that in Texas, lots of water. In Texas, you remember when they had that blackout, that the electrical grid was down, and they didn't have any heat, and it was for weeks. It wasn't just a couple of days. It was like 2 or 3 weeks that people were out without electricity. So how would you handle something like that? Are you prepared for something like that? And do you have solar panels or things like that? And start when you see things that you can possibly purchase, that to start to accumulate funds to have that available so that you can survive. I remember one of the ladies who is on, Miss Lady Cheryl. She was in Texas, and I remember with the blackout that had occurred, and she was ready for it. Brooke says, I have a wood turning stove. Yes, that's excellent. Yeah, so that you have a way of heating yourself and heating your home. Yeah, that is really good. Um, and she was able to stay warm, and she had her little seedlings and things in her plants, and she was able to cover them because she had a greenhouse. She had different things available to help her so that she could keep her little seedlings together and keep herself warm. She kind of like hunkered down. So even though things were happening around her, she was warm and able to take care of herself. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, your heating systems. Start thinking about that, prepping for that, filling your tanks. If your um, home is run by oil, to make sure that your oil tanks are full. Especially before the oil prices rise. Yeah. So all of this is necessary, just getting ourselves ready. And I think that it will give you more peace of mind, right? And then also, when you are preparing, especially if you're going to end up having to be in your home for long periods of time like that, make sure that you have things in your home that make you happy. Make sure you buy those things you can that can give you some joy, right? And just so that you don't get overwhelmed by the situation. Anyone else? I mean, you all were doing really good. What else are you doing to prepare? Is this helpful? Let me know if this is helpful. Um, and let me know what's going on with you. Yeah. Let me know what else is going on with you. Is this helpful? Do you find this helpful? I just felt that it was just a good topic for us to talk about. And and think that AARP, how older adults should prepare for hurricanes, wildfires, and other emergencies, was really good. I think FEMA also, this is very helpful. Thank you, Sonia. Because sometimes we don't think about it, and sometimes you just need a little encouragement. It's encouraging to me because I need to go back now and also start to look at those things like batteries and flashlights, and making sure that I assume that in my car I have my emergency kit and the other things. That's good. Thank you. Um, but now I need to go back because you clean out the car, you're doing different things, and you might have taken it out of the car and not putting it back, put it back into the car. So I need to make sure that I have those emergency things in the car. I usually keep it in the trunk. Emergency kit, a charging thing, a jump, um, and I have like extra bags and things like that. Um, and sometimes I keep an extra couple of bottles of water in the car. It's kind of hard with this summer because of the plastic and so forth. But definitely in the winter time, I try to keep at least a couple of bottles of water in the car, with wet wipes and pack of paper towel, one paper towel roll, just in case we need it for emergency. Just keep something in the car at all times. So I have to restock that. Um, and yeah, and then in the home, the little things. And what? One of the things that I've done before in the past is that I would go into Dollar Tree because things are, well, $1.25 now, but go into Dollar Tree and just walk the aisles and just think about what in here that's for $1 that I might need for an emergency. Because they have these like little flashlights, they have batteries, they have all of these little things. They have candles, things like that. And you can get little packs of medicine, like aspirin or cough medicine or whatever, toothbrushes, toothpaste, hygiene, things that you don't mind sitting, for a while there. And it's only $1, so that it's $1.25, so that you don't feel so bad if something happens to it. But just making yourself a little an emergency kit. They also have like the rain jackets, the plastic rain coats, yeah, that you can buy. Um, and what else? Yeah, so things like that. So I think that something like that is good. Just like one of your trips, just go through and think about if an emergency should happen, what can I get here at the Dollar Tree for $1 that I can stock up on, that I can have in case of an emergency. Maybe a couple of bars of soap or something that you can put together in a kit with some toothpaste, toothbrush, um, napkins or whatever, with so that if you can even leave it in the car so that you can have like a little stash just in case. Um, and if something if it melts, well, it's not a big deal because you only paid $1.25 for it. But things like that, and then even now to just getting the little things that you need. If, say, things were to shut down and you couldn't go to the store, well, we already experienced COVID, right? And we know what that was like. And so, if you ran out of stuff, what are the things that you don't want to run out of? That you want to make sure that you have enough in your home for that time. So it's just to be prepared because we don't know. The grid could go down. We can see when you know with food shortages and all of this other stuff. It's better just to be prepared, to have what you need in your home for such a time as this, and to be ready, so that you don't have to be anxious for anything. And more than anything else too, make sure that you're just emotionally ready for things too. So if you know how to pray, pray. Ask God to help you as well. Pray. Prayer changes things. And that is a number one thing. And ask and get some wisdom. Yes. So you pray, have faith in God, but also you act and use wisdom. And that's what we're trying to put together. Hey Yankee sister, how you doing? Yeah. So, you trust God and you to keep you safe and your family safe, but you also are prepared to do whatever you need to do. Yeah. So, and one thing I got to tell you that God is good and that if you pray, he will help you. It doesn't care. He is willing to help us. Yeah, to call upon um, God. Yeah. And I'm not telling you which God or how to do it. You got to figure that out for yourself. But know that there is, there is a, there is a force that is there to help us and to keep us calm. I like that when they said in Britain, they said, be calm, calm. Let me see, what is it? Stay calm, stay calm, something like that. Stay calm, keep moving forward or something, keep going forward. Yeah. And so that is the other thing too. Mentally, we got to be prepared to stay calm. And if that means reading a good book, having supply, keep calm and carry on. Thank you. Yay, thank you. Brenna, yes. That's it. Keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Well, how do you keep calm and carry on? But be prepared. Yes, it's helpful. It helps me to review my list of things to do. Good. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the whole point. Keep calm and carry on. Yes, God is everything. Just call on his name in time of need. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Keep calm and carry on. Keep it a stepping. Keep it moving. Yes. Um, I think that's the whole point of today. That's the whole point of this discussion today is to keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Yes, and how do you do that? By being prepared. By being prepared and using wisdom to help you. And part of it is a mental thing as well. Yeah, so that's why I brought in God in it. Because I think if you're mentally in the right mind frame, then things can't cause you to be imbalanced, that you will find a way to deal with whatever situation or challenge that comes your way in a storm, in terms of a storm or an event that may happen. And I have to say, Brooke, are you there? Brooke, if you did not watch Brooke's um, last video. I think it was her last video. She talked about the electrical storm. Yes, remember you talked about the electrical storm, and I saw that. My goodness. And you were telling us about all the possibilities of what could have happened, and you were so brave, that is something because you don't know when it's going to happen. You can have an electrical storm, you could have a thunderstorm, and how are you going to handle these things? Yeah, speak to your spiritual power. Yes. And so I think that is good. Keep calm and carry on. So if you have a plan of event, plan to know how to deal with whatever it is that's coming your way, that it will just help you to handle it better. And you will be at peace. There will be a peace that will help you through it. And many of us have been through challenges. You've experienced challenges in your life, so you know what to do. It's nothing new. I think we all have experienced some sort of challenge. Like over here in the Northeast, we would have snowstorms. I remember the blizzard of '78. I was a young child then, and in that blizzard, the snow was so high. We didn't have school for 2 weeks. Everything was shut down. But my parents, because they had prepared, we had a pantry, and my cousins were close by. We were able to have fun, and we enjoyed the 2 weeks off. Yeah, we should always be. But so being prepared is huge. Um, because then there were other people who did not have any groceries. They didn't prepare. They didn't have a pantry, and what happened was that a lot of them had to reach out, to get help and food. Um, and one thing that we had, yes, for us, is nor'easters. Yes, the nor'easters. Yes, so. And then the storms, the hurricanes that come up the eastern seaboard. And I think at one point there was like a tornado watch so with this change in the weather and weather patterns, it's good to be prepared. Yeah. And also, the other thing is too to get a network of people. I know with COVID that we have been distanced, and you may not necessarily have anyone close by that you could connect with, but maybe this is the time now that things are better. It's the time to reach out to someone, a friend that lives close by, family members that may be close by that you can connect with, and just touch base with them, send them a message, so that you're not just reaching out to them in time of an emergency, but start to build up your relationships with your friends and with the neighbors, you know. So, yeah, all of this is important, and we're all in this together, and that we all need to stay calm and carry on. Yeah. Anybody else has anything else they want to share? Yeah. So, let me show, for those of you who just came on, let me show you what I have been harvesting. I have been harvesting my peppers. Look at that. Ooh, my peppers. Keep on harvesting. Yeah, last week I showed you my pumpkins and things, my squash, my winter squash. Well, this time it's the peppers. Yeah, and I still have a lot of peppers in the garden. And I have tomatoes, but they're green. So I'm going to have to gather my green tomatoes. Oh, yes, and the roses. Yes. Look at that. I love this bouquet because I love my roses. This is my mother pearl roses. Isn't it beautiful? I think this is one of my best bouquets, arrangements. You love that? Isn't it pretty? Yeah. And So it's winding down. The temperatures are changing and it's getting colder. As you can see, I have I had just this on. I said, no, that's not warm enough. I gotta change. Big and beautiful. Yes, the roses are big and beautiful. Yes, yes. Yeah, I am so excited about them because it was worth the money. hmm And it wasn't as expensive as my David Austin rose. But this is definitely a winner. Definitely a winner. Bloomables by at Lowe's. Yeah, wasn't bad. And then I have a lot coming for next year. So that's something to look forward to for next year. And right now I'm going through the garden, um, and I decided that I'm going to just pick the flowers because we are going to be heading into cool temperatures soon. I think next could you believe it? For those of you who just came on, did you realize that this is the last Wednesday in September? This is the last Wednesday in September. Could you believe it? At Lowe's, I have to look for that one. Yes, I had gotten it in the spring, And there's a time when in the springtime, like late spring, when they have um, when they have roses on sale. Well, it's not really on sale. They have their roses, and when you catch it, that's a good time. But they may have some roses still there at Lowe's that are available. I know Home Depot has roses, but um, I haven't been buying from them anymore. Let me Yeah, so could you believe it? This is the last Wednesday in September. The last Wednesday in September. Saturday is going to be October 1st. Did you all realize that? That it's going to be October 1st on Saturday? So and the temperature is going to be dropping here in my zone 6 garden. Dropping, yes, 43 at night, 45, and then 65 during the day. So you know that I have to get my daffodils and my tulips in, and I shared that with you last time. So I need to get them in the ground sometime, either the first or the second week of October. This season has gone by so fast, hasn't it? That means that we've been having fun. Yes, we have been having fun. That this season, because we've come together, and it's really helped to bring a lot of joy. At least for me, I hope that you've enjoyed our Wednesday lives coming together and sharing of our garden time together. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You have made this gardening season so much fun, even through the drought. Yes, and now through the cold. And soon we're going to be gathering the leaves and all of that. And it will be too cold for me to be out here on my deck. I'll be back inside my home, dreaming with you all about the next gardening season. But in the meantime, yes, we celebrate September. Yes, look at this bouquet. And before you know it, I am going to have to gather my cannas, my calla lilies, my caladiums, and figure out where I'm going to put them and store them up for next year. But and gather the rest of the winter squash and everything else, and the rest of the tomatoes. You know, it's kind of deceiving because around 12 o'clock it's so warm. It's been like 70 degrees and just really nice, 70 plus. And so, and it's hard to get into that kind of frame of mind about gathering and knowing that summer is really over. But yes, summer is really over. And you know what? We have to go apple picking, my daughter and I. We were supposed to go this week. But yes, the apple season is here. Apple season, apple season, apple season. So maybe next week or the week after, I'll be sharing with you our apple picking time. We're going to go to the apple orchard and get some apples. So, yeah, think about that. Think about going to do that. My fall planting is almost done. I still have to bring one more tower plants on the deck for the winter to plant seedlings, all ready to plant. Yes. Yum. Yes, Sonia. I'm looking forward to the apples because you know I'm going to try and make me some apple pie. Ooh. I just love it. I love it. So hopefully the next time, if not this week coming up, this Wednesday, maybe next Wednesday, we are going to go apple picking. So I'll have some footage from the orchard for you all. But our time is running out, and I am so thankful to all of you who've stopped by to say hello. Thank you so much. Cherie, we are with you. Can't wait to see your apple picking video. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, I have to make sure we hurry up and go get those apples. I like the Cortland apples. Oh, they're so good. I could just, yum, 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 yum. Yes. So, Cherie, we pray that you will be safe, and all of you, your children, your grandchildren love apple picking, Thelma. Yes, yes. So going out there, enjoy the harvest time, the pumpkins and all of that. Go to your farm stands and enjoy the produce. The things that you don't grow yourself, you can go and get it from the farm stands. Yes, and support your local farmers. Support your local farmers and your local farmers markets also. I need to go to the farmers market that I have that's right down the street from me. Honey Pot Hill. Yes! Yes, Bev, that's exactly where we go. To Honey Pot Hill. Yes. In Stowe, Massachusetts. Yes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. Yes. Um, but anyway, so I am going to say goodbye. But first, we want to just pray God's protection over Cherie and her family there, and anyone else whose people are in those your last video there, yes, that are in the storm. We pray protection. Lyman Orchard and Waterbury. Oh, okay. Yankee sister. Yeah, we pray God's protection over Cherie and her family, that He will watch over them, keep them safe, and we say to that storm, peace be still. Yes, and we decree and declare that safety. Yes, that the storm goes back out in the sea. Yes, and that when it's all over, that they will celebrate and say how they made it over. Yes, and to keep our families, if you have any families in the eye or around the storm in Florida, that they will be safe there. I have my relatives are in Florida, so I'm praying for their safety as well. All right, so that's it. My phone is about to act out, but I want to thank those of you who came, pray for everyone who are in the path of the storm. Yes, 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 we pray for you. Yes, thank you, Beverly, for saying that. Yes, I'm fervently praying for Cherie and all in the path of the storm. Yes, yes. And so with all of us praying and thinking about them, we know that they will be safe. Yes, they will be safe. Amen. Well, thank you to everyone who was listening. Monica, thank you. I hope you got home safely as you're driving. And Brooke, blessings on you too. And for all of you that are listening, Brenna, thank you for coming on. Vancouver, Isles, yes. Good night to all of you. Beverly, Deborah, Yami, who else? All of my wonderful Monica, yes, prayers going up. Yes. Sonia, my sweet, and Thelma, thank you to all of you. Yeah, be safe, be prepared, um, and have fun. Enjoy your life. Yes, enjoy your life. Know that good things are coming. I'm just checking to see. Don't hurt the harvest. Thank you for joining us. And who else? Growing on Vancouver Island. Thank you for coming and being with me at the top of the of everything. Yeah, oops, my phone is acting out, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Yeah. Grow, 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 grow together. The Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. The Catherine garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. Bye before my phone dies. Bye. Love you. See you in October. Bye.